Hey guys, jmoonies here, and holy shit, we are at episode 10 of the Lobby Challenger. Who would have thought? So many of you guys would continue watching a really bad Marvel player all this time. Though, I really do appreciate your support, and I hope you'll continue watching as I make my very slow crawl to semi-proficiency at these games. Now, it's been a while because, well, it actually hasn't been a while. I've been submitting one every week, but I guess this is the first time I felt like I've had time to really focus on games since, as most of you know, I have been pretty busy cutting together those interviews with Maximilian, which has been a nice change of pace from the usual fighting commentaries. That said, I have been having a bit of a rough re-entry into online matches. I guess I can attribute that to gamer rust if you believe in such a thing, but I guess you could say I'm currently in rehab and more or less trying to redevelop the skills I had earlier. I don't know, for a while it felt like I was at a point where I was doing really well and like on a pretty fast track to getting better, but I don't know, ever since I started editing those Max interviews, I've been having a hard time just kind of playing like I did before. Just kind of the plight of the fighting game commentator, because if you do take breaks from the game to spend most of your days to edit, it's really hard to keep in practice, and that's why, I mean, theoretically I can't say this 100%, but I'm guessing that's why Maximilian hasn't really made it to competitor status just yet. Jago, who does mock him for it, has his own editor, so for those of you aspiring to be great players and video producers, you better find someone to do your editing for you. That said, first round of matches here, we've got Ray9709, who's playing a very impressive Zero. It's kind of funny because I feel like ever since I encountered Evans, there have been a lot of guys who have been doing some really good Zero stuff. I mean, it might just be my imagination, but I don't think I saw that many of them that often. So throughout these matches, I have been, oh man, like, I believe last time I was talking about how Hulk has kind of developed into my best character, and for some reason I can't get an entry in, and I don't know why. I don't know, I haven't been on my assists as much as before, and it's about time. Like, I've developed pretty good Hulk tech, I think. The only problem is that I don't have very good lead-ins for those combos, so it's something I gotta work on. And I remember playing against Airtola, a lot of jumping lights and a lot of standing mediums. I gotta mix it up a lot more if I want to actually get started on these things. So, good thing to remember upon revisiting these matches. I am actually quite impressed with Ray's ability to play with speed, especially online, because there are so many people who bitch about input lag and don't feel like it's worth putting in the effort for a fast character. Admittedly, I mean, I think half the reason I get by online is because my characters have such forgiving, I guess, designs, in that a lot of their hits cause a reasonable amount of hit stun for me to follow up pretty easily despite the input lag. It was funny because a couple days ago, I tried to seriously pick up Street Fighter 4, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how linking works, because with Ryu, I couldn't combo crouching medium into crouching medium, and it was the most bizarre thing. Once again, it reminds me how user-friendly a game Marvel is, especially for beginners and people who aren't great at fighting games like myself. That said, I am still pretty excited to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken, if anything to play as derpy bad box art Mega Man. We'll see how that goes, especially because the combo system is a little less forgiving. I mean, I'd hate to say it, but it might be the turning point at which I'll have to finally use a joystick.
Ready? Fight! Out of here. Guess it's my turn. Yes. Advancing guard. Level 2. Danger. Flat.
This particular match happened to be a pretty lucky one, I've got to say. Ray Ray was, for the most part, dominating the entire lobby. He was actually quite proficient in all his characters. He usually only needed 0 to defeat most of us, but he was also very good with Virgil and Wesker, as I'm sure you've seen through these matches. I kind of lucked out this match, though. Managed to catch him in one of my little silly Nova tricks, and take care of him with one of my usual silly Ryu tricks. Victory, sure you can. One thing I'm gonna have to mention, though, is that in the early days of the Lobby Challenger, I was going on about how most of my strategies seem to rely on baiting and sneaky punish tactics. These days I notice there's hardly anybody who falls for that now, and I'm wondering if that's because all of my challengers are watching my videos and are pretty much expecting it at this point. Granted, I haven't played ranked match in a while, so who knows if those will still work on anybody. But this next round of matches is against Devin the Dude, sporting the Magneto Dormammu Doom team, which, you know, for the most part I actually don't have trouble with until I fight Doom. And then I get this terrible post-traumatic stress moment with freaking all those matches I played against Maximilian, where he freaking crushed me with Doom for like 30 of those matches. Strider took up the other 10, but God, like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's been a weird reorder of things, especially with online. I feel that, you know, Dark Phoenix has pretty much disappeared, but in her place has entered Wesker with level 3 X Factor and the glasses. And now it's almost like the new Wesker is Doom, oddly enough. Probably, and I've come to realize this, an extremely solid anchor character who can take out most of anybody in a straight combo, especially Hulk if he has X Factor or level 3 gauge. It definitely makes me nervous. It's funny because I used to think about how I had pretty good countermeasures in all of my teams. If I ran into Wesker, I would use Nova. If I ran into Dante, I would use Hulk, etc., etc. But now, when Doom shows up, I don't know what the fuck to do anymore, because he's got that ridiculous foot dive and the freaking plasma beam. And if I get caught once, I'm freaking screwed. Normal throws. I'm screwed off of normal throws, so I don't know. How have your experiences been online against Doom players? Because I'm finding him to be probably the most challenging one yet, even more so than Frank West at this point. But Devin the Dude, very good sportsman, probably beat me every match I had against him, now that I think about it. And probably would Doom, which is also the funny thing. The couple times I did manage to beat Ray Ray, Devin more or less shut me down right away. Really makes me suspicious, though. Could Maximilian have had an influence in any of this, I wonder? It has to be a coincidence, but I don't know. Ever since his Assist Me Wesker series, where Doom defeated Wesker in real life, I can't shake the feeling that there must have been some kind of influence in Doom's sudden popularity / superiority in this game. On another topic, and I've been kind of thinking about the way my channel's been going so far and the type of videos I've been putting out. And, you know, as mentioned last week, the Lobby Challenger is fun and great and gives me a chance to actually get to know other people who are into fighting games and learn how to play better myself. But after a while, it feels a bit stagnant, and I don't know. You could play Marvel a lot, but you can only play it so much, I feel like. I've actually got Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extended coming in the mail in a day or so. So I would like to pick that apart, but also, you know, I'm pretty interested to see what happens with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think I seriously am gonna pick that up just to play Bad Box Art Mega Man, and if Dan actually gets announced, I'm gonna freaking try to team up with the left-handed monkey and get some derpy ass games going. But let me know what you guys are planning to do in the next few months in regards to fighting games, because it seems like the landscape is changing quite a bit. Not to mention, Skullgirls is actually coming out pretty soon too as well, so. I don't know, the Lobby Challenger may not just be for Marvel. And in that case, I wonder if I'll be able to get good at any of these games. I am not a combo scientist. I am a Marvel atheist in that I don't use the Brady Guide. And I spend way too much time editing these videos, so I'm a little scared of how much degradation my playing ability will have in the coming months. But yeah, that's it for episode 10 of the Lobby Challenger. As usual, I'm on PSN as jmoonies or the Rage Quit Hunter occasionally. I'll try to be a little more active in the coming weeks, so thanks as usual for watching. Leave your tips and suggestions as far as what kind of stuff you'd like to see me do, as well as any obvious errors I'm making in my play, and I'll see you later. Enjoy the Doom comeback.
Player 2 wins.
You are beneath me, and it shows.